Okay. First Touch crew, it's great to see you, baby. Welcome to another beautiful episode of First Touch. It's your boy DAZERIN. Do what I do when I do how I do when I'm doing it. I don't know where old this is. Actually, I do know. He couldn't be here today. He really didn't want to, but it was a schedule miscommunication. But I still got my boy TB3. Look at Cook Zone Cook, man. TB3, man. How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. It's big announcements over here in the Rocket League world. 10th anniversary coming up on July 7th. Rocket League dropping some really nice things. Got a great show match on the way. I'm sure some of y'all are going to be a little flaky. You're going to be here, but you're going to be supporting Chalk. Don't be confused about that. Trust me. We'll break that down sooner rather than later. But listen, to all the people who support First Touch and the First Touch crew, we salute to you. And I know Diz, man, he couldn't be here today, but he's definitely got the militia right behind him. And all of his fans are supporting the First Touch as well. We're going to have a great episode of FT. Riley Major coming up next week. And we got two big name yappers on the way coming up on your screen very, very soon. It's going to be an absolutely fantastic time. You better sit still, buckle up, strap up, put it on in the background. You're cooking wherever you're at. Okay, it's about to be 1 hour of First Touch coming at you right now.
That's absolutely right. Of course, like we said, Disney couldn't be here today, so we had to replace him with some equally as wild takes, yapping level actors. And we also had to get down and dirty because you know what's coming up at the Raleigh Major. It's going to be
Down and
First Touch
dirty.
versus Chalkcast. And we're going to have to bring him in, man. Let's bring in CJCJ and GarrettG, who, of course, are from Chalkcast, but we got him here on First Touch today. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Yeah, good. Good. Gee, it's good to see the other side's doing real well on the technical side of things. I mean, sometimes you just got to pop in and see how the B team's doing over on the Rocket League channel. And it looks like we got some audio issues. So I'm pretty
Listen, I know
confident
y'all
about the
are
show now.
talking. You finally upgraded your production for the first time. You got 300 million episodes. How many you got? 100 on the Patreon or 97 on the Patreon. You've done 114 on Extra Show. And y'all first time, it was like episode 101. You finally made an introduction. Finally, the Chalkcast little script thing you got going on. About time.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
So I know you're not
we
talking
had
about
that the
production,
whole
buddy.
time.
You've had
We
scuff
had that the whole
production.
time.
Oh, yeah,
Are you talking about the transitions that you've been
Yeah, the
using?
CEO had that.
Yeah,
Resi didn't
yeah,
wanna
Resi
run
just
it.
never used them.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about scuff production. That's about 99% of y'all shows. Listen, congratulations. Well, I'll say 90. I'll throw it down to 90. So yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I do like the addition though. That's kind of funny how Rizzo had that the whole time though. 'Cause it looks so good.
They just never used it ever.
We
He's
were
been a
upgrading.
good producer.
He has, yeah.
been
I
leading
thank
the
you. Oh
forefront.
wait, me? Oh, I thought you meant Rizzo being a good. Yeah.
No,
I'm-
you've been doing both jobs. You're
Yeah, look,
you're carrying
we're
it all.
upgrading. We're upgrading, and speaking of this show match, we're making some big upgrades as well. I'm sure we can get into that in a little minute.
I mean, listen, y'all making some big upgrades, man. We're like the 2016 Cavs. You're 2017 Warriors now, man. You got to add Kevin Durant in order to get a W. Congratulations. yeah.
Respect. Garrett's Kevin Durant. We're taking that. It sounds like
I'll
you're a
take
little bit nervous.
I'll take it.
Uh,
I'll take it. Look, I didn't even when we were joking about it in Birmingham, I thought there was a 0% chance this would actually happen. So when I heard about it, I was like, "Oh my god, we're actually doing this." But I'm here. I know you kept talking about how I was saying it was a lose-lose situation for me. It is a lose-win. It's a win or lose, but
He's switching it up.
well, I'm just saying the loss potential is just a lot. Not potential, but my thoughts on what would happen in the loss compared to the win.
yeah, you have
Way,
more to
way
lose,
different.
but it's
Well,
not
a lot more to
lose.
lose. Yeah, no, it'd definitely be a great win, but a lot to lose here. I feel like
It's
but
going to be a
no,
great
it'll be
win.
fun.
That's for sure. I mean, we were talking about it in the pre-show, Daz. You know, T-Bates, he was so upset when they won. So I just cannot wait to see the look on T-Bates' face when we just stomp them. We absolutely sweep FT.
He won't be there for the post-game interview. He just won't be there.
He's
Listen,
out.
we're getting that a little bit though.
Yeah, you're right. Listen, before we go at each other for the whole episode, but we do have a 1 hour cable time slot and we got to make the most of it, gentlemen. So we got to lock in here for a little bit. First things first, though, it's a very special day. Rocket League turns 10 on July 7th, and the season that covers that is live right now. We have the 10th anniversary Rocket League video. Let's start off for you guys.
And now we celebrate what we are. This is comes down to this. Live from Lyon, France, the stage is set. The world is watching as one team rises above the rest as Rocket League World Champions.
Wow. 10 years of Rocket League. Gentlemen, it's been a long time. We've been playing this game for a long time, Bates.
I've probably been playing the game the least, the newest out of everybody. Yeah, because Garrett's been playing since 2015, I think. CJCJ been playing since 2015.
Yeah.
And then how long have you been playing since?
I mean, since 2015.
Well, I guess technically I did play the game one time in 2015 on the PlayStation, but I didn't really start playing until like 2016 when it came on Xbox. I didn't have a PlayStation. So yeah, I'm the most new. I'll tell you this though, man. It's been an incredible journey. 10 years. When the game came out, I was 16. When the game came out for Garrett, he was probably about 13.
I was 14.
14.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
Bro, I can't believe it's been 10 years. I mean, yeah. That's like,
is it good or bad that it's been 10 years? Because I feel that's that's a long time.
That's a long time. That's a long
yeah,
time.
that is a long time. But it's so quick, bro. I feel like as soon as I went like pro, like time just quadrupled in speed. I don't know why. It was just like I think I always had something going on like to look forward to, but it was always a couple of months in advance. So it was like I was just trying to get there as fast as possible. I was always focused on that. So it's like the years just go by so quick. And now the best way for me to track what's happened in the last 10 years is what season of RLCS I was on. I'm not even kidding. Like when I think about when my brothers were, I was like, oh, that was season 4. That's how I remember the year the best way possible for everything I've been doing. So it's gone by so quick. I can't believe it's been 10 years.
Yeah. 10 years is...
We're old.
He's having an old man crisis right now. That's what it is.
Yeah.
He's having a crisis right now. I can see it in your eyes. You're looking down. You're fidgeting.
Yeah, we're old. We're old fellas.
I mean, the game's getting up there, man.
Yeah, it is.
Are you gonna talk about old, bro? I remember playing the SARP demo on PlayStation 3, dude.
Oh, you played SARP?
Yeah,
wow.
just like with my friends though. We'd have like a maybe like an odd number. We would just play like private matches, but so I was never like invested like guys like Crow in them. But I did play the game, yeah. So it's crazy. Like I feel old. I feel really old.
That is crazy.
Special though. We've all met through a game, through a video game, Rocket League. The Rock has brought us a lot.
It did,
and hopefully
man.
We can keep delivering.
The Rock's done a lot for a lot of people in this world, man, and the idea is for The Rock to continue to do that. I mean, that's awesome, bro. I know people who live in Tasmania.
I know the biggest yapper in the world, and I would never have. Well, maybe I would have met him some other way. Maybe he would have been on some sports broadcast or whatnot, taking over the courtrooms. But
I was doing something. But I mean, listen, we met earlier. The fates are always gonna line, man. I will say that it was good. I mean, Garrett's obviously gonna be always celebrated. Personally, he's got in the background. You see it. I mean, you already know Captain America. You know what he brought to the table. But for a little of me to be featured in the 10th anniversary post, it's actually real cool, man. That was real cool. That was real cool.
That is
because that was like, wow, man, that was nice. I've done something for this game, and I've been I guess the people who work on the game appreciated me a little bit. So that was real cool. See the first touch thing on there. I was like, come on now, let's go. And now I get to really celebrate it by beating Chalkcast. That's gonna be even better. That's gonna be even better. But I will say in the video that we just played might have been the best video of all time because it brings together Rocket League and Rocket League esports in a way that I've always felt that has been missing a little bit. And I think they really just hit the mark right there because they announced Rocket League, they announced the new season, I should say, but the new season correlates with Leon. Like it all leads up to Leon, and I think that just really, really brings everything in. You got Shogun, you give him his big tribute. So now he's talking on DFH. I ain't been on the stadium. I know Shogun's a troll, so I already know he's saying some troll things when you do stuff. I already know that happens. But then you got also Stacks with the announcement and all Leon like that. I love that intersection, that crossover. I think that's how the game should be, and it's pretty awesome.
CJ, how do you feel about the Shogun thing being on the new revamped DFH? Fella, you were going to say something there.
I think it's pretty special to see one of our colleagues in the game, and he's the voice of Rocket League. He deserves to be there. He's been there since the beginning, so it's pretty cool. He's got all these voice lines. I heard that he sent some more toxic voice lines in. Perhaps all didn't make the final cut, but I believe one that he says in this new map is time to hit the packs when you're losing. So that's a pretty good one there. But yeah, it's a nice looking map. I think people are pretty happy with it.
Yeah, this new DFH, one of Rocket League's OG arenas. Of course, if you guys haven't gotten on the game yet, get on. It's got a tune up to celebrate, of course, a decade of hosting unforgettable Rocket League matches. And yes, it does come with arena announcements from Rocket League caster Shogun and that new golden trophy hovering over all the cars playing. So definitely a really cool map to check out. Nice to see DFH getting a little revamp baits.
And speaking of the map, would y'all want to see that in the RLCS rotation?
I think why not? Yeah,
yeah.
Absolutely. That'd be
Would
sick.
it replace regular DFH as the third map, or would you want to see it later on?
I think replace it.
Probably replace. Yeah, I think you replace it.
Just replace the third map.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fully on it, definitely.
I think it's good enough for sure. I love the grass maps. I don't know, if it has grass, I'm always.
You feel like you're moving well on it. You think we should play that map on in the show match then?
Yeah, let's just do only that map.
Okay, you want to play Neo Tokyo then? You don't like concrete?
I don't like. No, I like Urban Central because that one's a classic.
We don't have to play Urban Central, but
we won't see
Champions
Field, so we're good on that one.
No, you're right.
We might not see that one either. That's usually game 4, right? I'm just playing. No, yeah, we definitely should.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, I agree. And that's just one of so many updates. They had a roadmap that they announced as well, just again showing all of these different limited time modes that are going to be happening. This is a 3-part celebration, and it's starting on a pretty hot note. Of course, if you log in right now, you'll be able to grab the nice shot, goal explosion, and the goal Cristianos will be coming out a little bit later. They're going to have the Adidas FC Clash limited time award, or limited time event, I'm sorry, with 2 new limited time modes with Possession Rumble and Adidas Soccer Strike, both very interesting in their own rights, as well as revamped clubs. Then the part 2 happens a little bit later, where mid-July you have kind of the Party Up Summer Road Trip, as well as the Rocket League Year 10 featuring Deadmau5 limited time event and Sunless Khan's Demolition Duel, which seems interesting. And then, of course, like we said, it all culminates towards that part 3 where, another Echo Chase limited time event, Champions Road. We've seen that before. Pentalon, I can't even say that right. Tournaments and Jump Jam. And it all culminates at the World Championship. So this is going to be consistent from now to Worlds. Just constant new updates and things added to Rocket League. So plenty of time for you guys to hop on and check out all the new stuff for this new season.
I feel like there's updates and then there's updates. You know what I'm saying? And this one's an update. Like this makes it feel this makes The Rock feel legit. So yeah, credit to the team that made this one, and I love it. As T-Bait said, the stars are aligning for Leon. We're finally getting a French World Championship, and we're finally getting, as you can see on screen there, it's close to Alpha Boost.
Yeah, we're gonna find out about this boost. We're gonna find out.
I haven't used it yet.
It doesn't come out yet. It comes out July 16th.
Oh, is it in part 2?
Yeah,
Okay.
July 16th. It's going to be a login reward during season 19.
We're gonna find out about this boost, man.
I like this multiple parts thing, because this feels like the most thought out and community involved update of all time. I don't think there's ever been multiple parts to an update, so that's kind of cool. Sunless is on the graphic. We got the worlds on the graphic. I feel like that's two first time things. So I think
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. I'm
Yeah.
excited to
Yeah.
use it though. I'm curious. I saw a lot of people floating the rumor. They're like, are they going to put alpha boost in the game? And
I know they need to.
I wasn't sure. Yeah, I know you were a big supporter of that, weren't you? Yeah, you were saying they should just throw it up there in the shop. Honestly, I say throw it in the shop. I say throw it in there as well. I mean, but we'll see how close it is. I think it looks pretty close.
I just need the
Yeah.
sound though. I need the sound to be
Yeah,
good.
the
I
sound is
noticed
important.
that they didn't have the sound. Like they have that boost showing in the trailer a lot, but they didn't have the sound of the
I
boost.
need the sound to be good.
in the
It-
Keep it
trailer.
secret.
It's
Yep.
the sound. Is it the sound that makes the alpha boost, or is the look? I think it's the sound. It's the sound that makes
It's a little bit of both.
It's both. I
Nah,
think.
it's a lot. It feels good to use.
Yeah.
It just feels not. It feels right.
If it was blue with the sound, would you like it as much?
If it was blue with the sound, you mean like a blue version of Alpha Boost?
Blue variant. I'm just throwing out a random color.
Nah.
I always thought they were going to come out with a silver version for
I know
for
a
the
silver
shop,
would be nice.
and that
Silver
would be like
nice.
just to keep the Alpha Boost a little unique, but
Yeah, I
then
like
make like a
that.
silver version. That's what
like
I thought
that.
they were going to do.
Silver would be nice. Trust
idea.
me, I'd use that. It'd be clean. It'd be clean. Give me extra speed.
Yeah.
You need it.
I knew you were
like
gonna say
it.
that. I knew you were gonna say
Here we
that.
go.
You know what that was? That was called bait. I threw it up there and I stopped talking. I knew you fell for it and you did. You're so easy.
Yeah,
You're so
Airbus
easy.
2.0. That's what I was seeing in that show match. That thing was looking heavy. All right, that had some weight to it. So we'll see. We'll see how you're going in, Raleigh. We'll see how you're looking.
Listen, CJ's talking a lot. We remember that double commit at the OT, man. That led to the OT as well. Like I remember you jumping all over the field, man. Listen, we'll get into it a little bit later. All I'm gonna say
I don't know what
is
you're
you
talking
guys
about.
are right. Going back to Garrett's point that this update has so much that it's added into it that we haven't seen for the first time. Even the things that are involving us with the Rocket rivalry, with the Chalk Cats versus First Touch. Not only do you have a community spotlight that's involving two talk shows about Rocket League at the same time, but then what people kind of forget is that there's a competition that goes along with that as well, where we have a leaderboard that's tracking how many goals people are scoring with our titles all the way up until I think we play at the Raleigh Major. As you can see
Yeah.
there's the Chalkcast titles and the First Touch titles. These are available now in game, so you want to make sure you get those to support Chalkcast and First Touch. If you're a flip flopper and a fence sitter, yes, you can get both. But gentlemen, I mean, CJ, how does this feel?
This is pretty special to be in the game. I know that the captain was suggesting you should be only able to pick one, and then you're stuck with
You're
it.
locked in.
You're locked into one of the titles on that account, which would be cool to really pledge your allegiance to one of the pods. But I mean, just a couple of podcast boys. I mean, similar for you guys. It must feel pretty cool that we're 10th anniversary and we're in the update. We've got a little thingy going on, a little pre-show match to see who can score the most goals with those tags, and I'm excited to see some players repping it. I think that's going to be pretty cool to drive around, hop in ranked, and see some We Are Chalks. Hopefully more We Are Chalks than First Touch crews. I'll say that we can get the job done.
To DAZERIN's face.
Not a chance. Not a chance. Not a chance. All right, gentlemen. We'll talk rematch later on in the show today. Let's talk Raleigh Major. That's coming up next week, and boy, it's going to be an interesting one. That's for sure. We had 16 teams, one trophy. Let's take a look at those first round matches here for Raleigh, because we couldn't avoid. Well, these are the teams that are going in. This is the first round graphic, but these are all the teams that are going to be playing here at the Raleigh Major. Any surprises, Garrett?
For who qualified?
Yeah.
I mean, I think I say it every time, but I think just for me, it's who didn't qualify again, and that's Ninjas in Pajamas. I think I rated them really high, and obviously they have the LCQ to try it, but I already know they're probably rooting for Gentlemates to get a top 2 here, so that they don't have to play them in the LCQ. But yeah, for me, it's just Ninjas in Pajamas not making it. I mean, you got Oski, Itachi, and Nas. I just feel like I think I had them fighting for top 2. It wasn't a question if they were going to make it for me, but a little bit unfortunate. But besides that, no, I think they sent. I feel like everyone has sent the best teams, especially NA. I don't think there was anyone else. Maybe Complexity not making it, but then again, I think NA is sending the strongest 4 Kind of similar to that LA land, you know, where they had those five NA teams was like the most hyped NA ever was, sending the best teams possible. But no, besides that, no crazy ones that I can think of, unless I'm missing one.
No, looks pretty good. There was no real, as you mentioned, for NA, no Mickey runs. I think NIP were perhaps trying to adopt the Monkey Moon formula, just show up at the World Championships, but they've left their run a little
Yeah, maybe.
a little bit late.
They're
They've got
missing
over
the
Wilson
monkey moon
Jr.
part. No, they're missing the monkey moon part too. They might need to add them.
Yeah, they need something. I mean, on paper, that team should be, as Garrett said, they should be competing. They should be contending at majors, and they're not even at the majors. So competitive scene over in Europe, but I think everyone's pretty happy, I'd say, with the teams that are being sent outside of your personal, favoritisms, biases, stuff like that. We've got 16 good teams.
Oh yeah, you know what? Sorry, I was gonna say Dig has been the biggest surprise for me. Did not expect them to take K Corp down in a regional final. I think I had them 5th each split. Just not I wasn't down abject, but I was more afraid of the French dominance once again. But them looking like they can take down K Corp has been a surprise for me.
Yeah, I can agree on that. And going back to what CJ said, like besides people's personal favorites there, I think that the lineup looks really good. But the question is going to be who's the favorite going into this land? Of course, I think a lot of people say Carmine Corp. Do we feel any differently about it? We talk about NA having the strong 4, but is K Corp still the favorite, Bates?
Are you kidding me first, man?
CJ?
I'm trying to think back at who. It's usually Europe, isn't it, who wins the final major before Worlds? Last time it was
G2 won.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
G2
it was
won in
G2.
London.
It was, yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. And then the
Yeah,
year before that
took
was
down
Vitality.
Falcons.
Year before that it was
Moist.
Moist. Yeah, I forgot the G2 one. So never mind. Maybe this could be a little spicy.
And they hasn't won on NA soil since LA.
Yeah, it's been a while. Maybe they're due.
I'll
Maybe
tell you
the
this
captain
though.
will be confident.
Oh no, I was gonna say it's first time, but nah. Garrett and Justin are at the World Championship. I was gonna say I don't know, might have
that
something in
wasn't
the
good.
water.
That was not good. That was not a good one for North
happened?
America.
No, I was gonna
Last
say
time
something.
you and Justin were there on
What
land.
do you
I
mean?
mean G2 was looking good though. I think Monkey Moon just loves that arena. I think Monkey Moon loves
does.
Dicky's arena.
Yep, he's home there.
Yeah, he
I
is
thought-
home there.
Yeah, I mean that was Chicago's Worlds win, I think, but they just I don't know. They just showed up too strong, I guess. Man, I wish that could have been like a legendary all-time final. I think if G2 played a little bit better. Yeah, yeah. You remember the camera focusing on J-Nap's face and he just looks so confident. We were like, oh my god, he's looking good.
When we were
This is
going through
it.
the lineups.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like,
the crowd
and the
erupted.
crowd went wild. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
oh, this is
yeah.
gonna be legendary. And then
I know. It
it was
wasn't
a little
legendary.
let down a little bit, but it's all right. It's all good.
Yeah, it just went south so quick as well, that final.
Yeah,
Like it was,
yeah.
they
Didn't
gave
win
us
game
hope
one?
for half a game. Yeah, was it game 1 and that was it? Was it 4-1 after that?
Oh no, they lost game
No.
1. They
I
they
think
scored
they-
first. They lost game 1.
Yeah, I think they brought it back. We were like, okay, there we go. Like, there's a win, and then it was
Whoa.
4-1. Ended up being 4-1, but
Yeah, it wasn't their series. That was unfortunate.
and then it was the EU calling NA out for leaving. They just don't understand the American parking situation. I think I'm telling you, they don't understand it.
That's
Like,
valid.
they don't understand
That's
getting
valid.
out of an arena with no public transport in the U.S. It's impossible. You're just
That
stuck there
is
for
valid.
hours.
And then they were in there
But-
for like 10 hours too, like 11 hours too,
Yeah.
man. People were stuck.
Yep.
But would have more people stayed if G2 won? Absolutely.
Oh,
So
100%.
you gotta give it to them a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why they're all leaving.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
getting back to your question, Daz, who, KC the favourites, who is the favourite coming into this land? I think KC have to be just on land form. But I think, as the Cap said, this is the best looking North American lineup. And I think even I'd say that just the global rep of North America, this split, feels to be improved. Feels like everyone's kind of, respecting what they're seeing from particularly, Space Station coming through the ranks. So Gen G as well, obviously with your boy, with my ex, Justin, looking good. That's an upgrade for that team who had already made a land. So I'm feeling I wouldn't say I'm feeling confident of North America, but I'm looking forward to it, rather than thinking, oh, Europe's just going to dominate. I'm actually looking forward to seeing some cross region matchups, seeing what Space Station can do, and yeah, but I don't think it changes the favorite.
You won't see that in round one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a couple of NA.
Yeah.
couple NA, and I think because of that, I don't think there's a possibility for any NA team and all 4 NA teams to get top 8.
I mean, that was a long shot anyway. I mean,
but
I think even without it, it would have been. I mean, it's just the land so stacked. Like even the
It is a
like
stacked
Furia is
land.
always insane.
yeah, you gotta talk about
Falcons are
OC
always
teams,
insane.
wildcard ACJ.
I think there's like 13 teams or something like that. There could be a top 8, or at least could be upset worthy. So there
Yeah.
used to be probably 11. Where we're kind of every year there's like one extra team we're getting added that could make the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to be biased and say Energy's a favorite, but I mean, I think they can definitely win still. But yeah, until K Corp just shows a little bit of I don't know, a weakness, it's going to be hard to not say them for sure. I mean, they almost did versus OCE round 1. That was close.
They almost did, and then they didn't, and then they absolutely dominated everybody else.
Yeah.
Karmine Corp played a total of 6 series of Rocket League at the Birmingham Major, 3 in Swiss and 3 in bracket, and they dropped a total of 5 games. With half of the games dropping being in Swiss. Outside of bracket, they only dropped 2 games to NRG in the upper bracket quarterfinals. After that, they didn't drop a game.
I mean, that's impressive in and of itself, but I think the more impressive thing is just their total series loss for like the whole year, including all the qualifiers and everything. I think it's very low. Like their win percentage is crazy right now. It might be the highest of all time. Like they're not losing series.
I think, if they lost, if Dig beat them in the final event, we might have some more, who's the favorite coming in. But the fact that KC lost a regional, lost a qualifier, and then just absolutely stomped 6, like just came back even stronger is kind of scary. Like they 4-0 Dig in that final Open 6. So this is, they're scary. They are just the best team in the world.
It's K Corp's major. Raleigh could potentially win 4 lands in a row.
Yeah, that's
He's
crazy.
Pretty good.
Is that including the flip and spin as well, or is that just
No, it's including flip and spin.
The EU land they had in the offseason where they beat Vitality in the final?
Oh no, that's not including, I don't think.
Okay. I know some people don't include it just because it's a small land, but I mean he has not shown up to land and lost 5 times in a row though.
Yeah, be EWC. Oh no.
Almost. Yeah.
Yeah, EWC, Worlds, Birmingham, and then and I guess you can climb the flip and spin. It'd be 5.
Yeah.
if he got the job, that'd be a crazy run, man. That'd be a little insane. That'd be insane. they're the favorite. They're the favorite.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
And it depends on what the rest of the world wants to do against the but as y'all said, they got a lot of teams like wildcard CJ.
Wait, what? What about?
You don't want to root for your city boys?
Look, the boys are back. They're always going to be around. The problem is they broke the round 5 curse in Birmingham, but the wrong way. I mean, the last time we saw OCE in Birm, they lost to APAC. Both of them were eliminated by the Sphinx, by Luminosity. So the stocks could not have been lower, could not be lower right now. But maybe that's what we need. Maybe we just need to really bottom out. We've kind of just been on the verge of the bottom, but I think we hit the bottom by losing to APAC twice.
Listen, man, the grinder twos. I see him in the lobbies. I played against them. Banana has 2400.
Yeah, I mean the cap said B head's moving different.
Bro,
Banana had whooped me.
Banana is good. He's good.
Bad, man. Yeah, man, and Torsoff and Fever out there too, man. Listen, they're putting in the time. They're putting in the time to getting better on that NA soil. You know what we bring to the table. Come on now. It might just be.
I like it. Big boot camp for both teams. Super Loggy's out there as well. I think he might have been. Oh no, that was Torsos. Was Torsos losing to who was it? Was it Spooder in a 1v1?
In the 1v1. Yeah,
that was a bit worrying. That was worrying. I will say that was
Spooder might
worrying.
be better than him than once though. Spooder might be better than him than once.
Bro, yeah, Spooder's actually not.
Spooder always been nice.
Spooder's good, dude.
He always been
Yeah,
nice.
but Super Lucky's looking good. Boys are looking good. So I think you've got a question down here in a little bit about if we're going to make the top 8. So I'll think about that in a little bit.
Fair. Yeah, think about it.
He ain't
Look
giving
at
much
that.
thought to it. Look at his face.
Will Gentlemen's make worlds? Mace need a top 2 to make the world championship. We got the EU Caesars points graphic for you guys, but Gentlemates is in a tough spot. I was talking to D-Reg last night, and he said, "Do you need the situations for Gentlemates?" I'm like, "They just got to make second, right?" They're like, "Yeah, that's it, just second." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't. We're good, bud. We're good." So the question is, do you think they can do it though? In what seems to be a very, very stacked land, Seiko and the boys make the run. Garrett, I'm going to you first.
Are they going to get a top 2? I'm going to say no. I mean, I think it's possible, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I think it's tough for him. I think if I had to choose, I'd go no. Top 2's tough. They have the talent for sure. You just first Lando. Stacked competition. NA's bringing their best forward. They've brought in a long time. I keep bringing it up because that really does matter. Rather than it being one great NA team or 2 great NA teams, you got 4 really good NA teams. So that automatically changes the whole entire dynamic, makes it way more difficult. I still believe the OCE teams are good. Until proven otherwise. I still believe that they can get that they can take series off of people. Even if I don't know, maybe they don't have the confidence, they don't have the mental. Maybe I believe in too much. And then you got 2 really good MENA teams as well, Falcons and Twisted Minds. So they could get it, but the odds are unlikely. So I would say nah, they're gonna be playing in LCQ. But I will say this experience for Eugen, especially, I think no matter what, Gentlemates is only coming out of this better.
Yeah.
From it.
Yeah, I was nearly gonna say maybe not yes, but perhaps more confident than you guys were. But the fact that the captain in my bottom right here said no, and he's the biggest Eugen fanboy I've ever seen. That guy watches every one of his ball chasing replays,
Yeah,
and
I
he's
like
not
Eugen a lot.
confident in his boy. I'm starting to lose hope. in
Yeah,
Gentlemates.
well, here's the problem. I think for me is that I mean, not all the time. You know, people don't always buckle under the pressure, but every other team I think at this LAN has made worlds. Am I right about that?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think, yeah. So they're
Yeah.
the only team here where the result doesn't like affects their like future of making worlds. So like the pressure on them, I think, is going to be way more than everyone else, and that it's not
Mhm.
even a talent issue. I think they've looked better against K Corp than like Vitality has, but Vitality beats Gentlemates. So like they have the talent and like the play style, I think, to beat everyone, but I just think the pressure is going to be too much in comparison to what everyone else is feeling. So, but yeah, I do love Eugen. He's a really fun player to watch. I think he's pretty unique, um, and he's been great. So I think it's a great team. I think they'll still make worlds to the LCQ as well.
Over
Yeah.
NIP?
I mean, I don't think they've lost to him. I think they beat him every time. And NIP just seems to have. They have like Nas. I keep saying that Nas and Diaz are on the same timeline. They have the same problems, complexity. Where it's like they make the playoffs and they look like a different team. In the Swiss and in the groups, they look great. But then I think even Itachi tweeted that he was like, as soon as we get into an important match, the mental. It was a translation from French, so it sounded really cool. But he's like the mental kind of dies down a little bit, so they got to figure that out. And LCQ is going to be the most pressure all year. You know, that's gonna be great. You have to win the event. You can't even just place well. You got to win the whole thing. So
Yep.
they got the talent though. Like I said, I mean, they can do it. They just got to get past their mental stuff. And I don't know if the LCQ is the time where you're gonna all of a sudden reach another mental peak. You know, I mean, that's gonna be the most stressful situation possible. Um, so yeah, I have Gentlemates making worlds, even though they're not gonna get top 2 here.
Last chance qualifiers start July 11th and the end July 20th. Yeah, playoffs will be July 19th through 20th, but the double elimination starts July 11th. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I think it would be really cool. It'd be like cool to see them go on a run, but it doesn't look realistic to me. So it's going to be unfortunate, but it does make for entertaining LCQ. I will say
Oh
that
yeah,
much.
yeah, I agree.
Moving on though to different types of pressure, and that's going to be the ones that are on the LAN rookies. SSG and Eugen have all made their first LAN, and now we get to see what they look like in a LAN environment. I mean, CJ, when we talk about these young boys on SSG, what comes with playing at that first LAN?
It's different now. I don't know why. I don't know what has happened, but there are no land nerves now. I mean, Garrett, do you agree with me on this? Like when we were, well, maybe not you, maybe me, but like playing on land first time, I couldn't feel my hands.
No, me too.
But it feels like post-open era. It's like if you just at your first land, you just perform better. There's no nerves. I know it's like the newer generation, the current gamers that are coming through, but I feel like they're going to be fine at the space station. And it just feels like land nerves are not really a thing anymore. You know, first time nerves, not really a thing. It was for me.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like, I mean, they have no respect. I'm not gonna lie. Like, not that they're disrespectful, but like they don't care. Like when they were coming up, they don't care what people say then, or like, you know, they're not, you know, they're chirping and ranked. You know, they don't really, they have no limits with that. And I think maybe it's like some play style stuff too. Like Kofor just logs in and he knows his goal is just to demo as many people as possible. We were like, oh, let's play perfect defense and like let's pass to each other. You know, me and you, CJ, no demos.
Yeah.
I saw a graph. It was like season 3. There was 1 demo a game back when we were living peacefully.
Really?
Whoa,
It was
one
crazy.
demo a
That's
game?
crazy.
It was crazy.
Perfect harmony.
But back then you got a demo and you're like, sorry. My bad. Kover's out there averaging 4 games. So I think they're just gonna log
That's
in
crazy.
and just try to go crazy. And then I think they'll be a little nervous, but they're good at not letting it show, I think. I don't know. They're crazy.
And he already
Yeah, I
talked
mean-
about Eugen. He just glowed about him.
Yeah. You feel like it's different for Eugen, Garrett?
I don't, bro. Do EU people ever get nerves? Like, I think this is more of a North American conversation. Has a European player like Zen just showed up and dubbed? He didn't care. He just went on a 2
Raleigh
land.
showed up and dubbed.
Not that not that Eugen's gonna. I think it's a little bit different because you know Zen and Drolly, I think their respective teams weren't 4th seed or like you know they're a little bit more in a winning position. But I don't think he'll be nervous. I think he's chilling. The European players are different. This has been a recent North American development. I feel like where these new guys just don't care to be nervous or anything. But it's always been like that for Europe. I think.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll see what the young boys do at their first land appearance. It'll be very exciting to see. Now let's get to OCE, CJ, because we talked about wildcard a little bit, but how realistic is an OCE top 8? A team making it out of this event, knowing everything you know about all these teams.
You can say 100%.
You're gonna say, yeah, but that's because you have to. You made a wild statement at the start of the year that OCE is gonna make what was it, 1 or multiple top 8s? Was it
2
just 1?
land top 8s.
2, and look at that. He's written that on the whiteboard up there. He's got that thing. Just he goes to bed. He just stares at it and says, "I can't believe that one of my co-hosts said that." Wild, just a ridiculous statement. But realistically, I think that Bruno could be on their side, and that's the Bruno Buckles system. Given that we see some crazy round 5 matchups, I feel like when you get to round 5 of Swiss, if you can just put yourself in that spot, if you can get go the distance, it's usually not the most ideal round 5. I feel like we're going to see perhaps you could have a Vitality there, a team kill like Vitality Gentlemates or something like that, and then on the other side you might have a if it's wild card, maybe they're playing a Twist of Minds or something. Maybe they can get a win there, that kind of thing. But I feel like it's going to come down to matchups. I don't think either team are a top 8 team. Maybe 11-12 for wildcard, 10-11-12. But if they can scrape in, that'd be huge. I don't know. You're shaking your head. Come on then. Let's hear the rebuttal.
OC's going to need a better representative. Yeah, they're going to need a better representative.
What do you want every time?
Listen, you've been hanging out with Johnny Boy too much. He's converting you to EU. You're just from Australia, Tasmania, wherever the heck down under. The land down under, that's where you're from. And my God, you don't rep them. Listen, I'll tell you this. They can definitely get the job done. I think it's realistic. I'll give them about 52% chance.
52.
52. Greater than 50% chance of making a top 8. You serious?
That's right. Yeah, I can already see it. Listen, like I said, I saw Banana Head. He's already putting in the work. I already saw towards the soft keeper. I like when teams are putting in the work early. That's looking good. All it takes is a couple matchups, a couple balls going our way, and Banana Head having the confidence to dominate the game. Banana Head has the skill. And you get 2,402 you can beat anybody. I believe in that. I really do. Especially with that type of preparation.
Okay.
What?
Sorry, I was gonna say. So, I mean,
hang
I
on.
was just 2,400. Should I? I don't think it means much, brother. Not to talk bad about myself. Just saying.
Listen. For some reason, you're talking bad about yourself. That makes no sense. All right, listen. You already know how I feel. Listen, I think you could be out there right now. I think you could be out there right now.
I know
think
you
could be
got
out there
me
right
in
now.
trouble. You got me in trouble arguing with casters about comparing me to exotic. And
Listen. Hang on. Please go back for a second. T-Bates, 52% is, I think, ridiculous, and I think now you're just throwing out numbers. If you're going to keep throwing out numbers, what percentage chance do you put KC? What percentage chance do they have of winning the event? Where you
17.
sitting?
17?
So,
Is that what you said?
so you're
about
saying
17.
that OCE is nearly 3 times more likely to make top 8 than KC is to win this major.
Well, yeah, significantly harder to win the major than it is to get top 8, no? So when the odds go up to get a top 8 versus
but
winning.
it's not KC making top 8, it's OCE making top 8. So you're saying that
Oh, it's 100%. It's 100% that KC's gonna make top 8. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know, but I think that it's more likely Carmine could win the event than OCE make a top 8.
But so what
Interesting.
teams? What
Wow.
teams is OCE beating to make top 8? Debates
Listen,
like in that
listen.
round 5.
Oh, yeah,
we
we
should've
have
made
the
a
list. This
bracket.
is where he just throws out.
Yeah, you did. You did my bracket. We should have you make a bracket.
Who are they taking down? I just want to know. Just like
I mean, listen,
give me one.
Listen. First off, well, they could definitely beat. They could definitely beat the SSG. They could beat SSG. I think.
Okay,
They could beat.
we're gonna need 9.
They can beat a Gen. They could beat a Gen G. They could beat the Ultimates or Ultimates now in the game. They can't beat NRG. They can beat They could beat the Gentlemates. They could beat them. They could beat the Gentlemates.
Yeah.
Vitality's weird, man. Vitality's weird, man.
Vitality's not losing to OCE.
Be careful.
Yeah, they're not.
You
they're
say
not
that, no,
listening.
but remember, BDS lost to Pioneers way back in London, second London. Remember that?
They did.
Well,
Yeah.
now 03.
but this Vitality literally stomps everyone that isn't named K Corp and Dig sometimes. So like I just don't see
But
it.
you gotta remember that BDS is beating everybody too. They almost went back to back to back, and then all of a sudden they fell out.
I just think in Swiss though, like they're gonna be on their 5th match. That was double a limb. I feel like it's a little different.
Okay. Listen, mate. Listen, all right. So Vitality's weird. I'll play to Vitality. I'll say Gentlemates. What's the other EU teams? They
See,
the
this is
top-
a problem, T-Base. This is a problem, right? Because you've said 52%. So you've really dug yourself a hole here. Because if you say 52%, that's more likely than not that they make top 8. But when you're going through these head-to-head matchups, you're like, I guess they might be able to beat them. Like, no, you need to be more confident than not that they're going to beat half of the teams here at this event. And right now you're giving me like, I mean, maybe.
Listen, I just could have got a lot of good competition out here, man. Listen, I like the 52 right there. I like that number. I like it a lot. And trust me, he'll come down to a round 5 CJCJ. You're going to be in the cast. I'll be on the desk. And you'll see what happens. It'll be a Banana Head special. OC's
I
first
would
top
love
8.
it.
And,
I will cry. I will cry.
and how
if we
long
do
would
it.
that be? 7 years?
I mean, it's kind of weird because we had technical top 8s, but that was when there was like 10 teams or 12 teams land. Since 16 teams, we haven't had a top 8. But obviously, Chiefs top 4 is the big one. Season 6 was
7 years ago.
The last big one. Yeah.
I like it.
They gotta take down Sosa first before they can worry about getting top 8.
Well,
though.
listen, yeah, they sure do got to take down Sosa. And listen, I love Sosa, but he's gonna have to lose to him this time around. I got initiative right here. I got OC initiative. If OC can't get top 8 right here, man, you might as well start packing up CJCJ. You might as well just just give it all
So
up.
hey, actually, this is a problem that you're on a lot of streams and you say a lot of things, T-Base, because getting to the Sosa thing, APAC beat OCE twice. And you said, and I remember this on record, that if you kept playing, you could be what Sosa is right now. You could be on Luminosity taking out the boys. Is that true?
Was that on the record or was it off the record?
Is that off the record? Well, it's on the record now. So your 52% OCE team, OCE chance of making top 8 is also, there are a couple of teams that are lost to well, to APAC, which you could just rock up and win APAC. So
Well, first off, I wouldn't just walk up. If the thing was if I kept playing, because Sosa's always better than me. Sosa's always better than me. But if I kept grinding, I just have the confidence in myself to believe that I could get somewhere as good as Sosa, if not as good as Sosa. And if that happened, then yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just think you've kind of made a wild statement at the start of the year, and now you're just digging holes, like just trying to find a way for this to work. But we'll see. We'll see next week.
We'll make it work. We'll see. So no OC
man.
top 8 besides me?
Nah, man. Nah.
All right. This is on the record. On the record, yeah.
This is on the
We'll
record.
bring this back up later.
All right,
That's the
man.
bracket. We got time for your bracket tomorrow. I know we got to talk about the show match.
Yeah, we can run through it real quick.
All right.
Let's take a look. I made a bracket, and making brackets are fun, man. Let's take a look at what I cooked up, man. Can we roll it? Let's just get into it. Let's just get right into it. This is my Swiss. Take a minute to adjust your eyes. Let me know how are we feeling about the Swiss, man. I got Carmen Corp Falcons making it in the uppers.
Ooh, you got all 6 of those teams in round 5? Yeah, I'm at 52%. I'm about to lower that to 51.
Yeah, 0-3-1-3 over there for Rosie. That's I see.
You've got the NA round 5 sweep. I like that.
He sure does. It is a sweep over there, huh? That's crazy.
I like that.
Wait, you do have all 4 NA teams making it.
I do.
Yeah.
I found out a realistic way to get all 4 NA teams in the bracket.
You found a way. You were doing
No,
it.
I remember him talking about it yesterday. No, I remember him talking about it yesterday saying, you can't, there's no way. There's no way.
I said because there's a lot of things to consider in a Swiss stage. And there's a couple things that I had to annul in order to make this possible, which the one thing that I couldn't have happen was a Furia versus Vitality. that was one thing that it's probably going to happen, but I don't have it in my bracket. Basically, I think if Ultimates beat SSG round 1 and everybody else wins, Furia and Vitality will play in the 1-0 match. But I had SSG making the upset because it worked. It worked. That's all I'm going to say.
That's when they're playing this bracket.
I mean, when you look at when you look at the head-to-head matchups, like none of the wins or losses are too crazy. Nothing.
Yeah, actually, I'm with you. I thought there was going to be some frauderins in here, but some defrauds, but not really.
I think the only thing that you could even argue is Falcons 3-0 after last land, but like even then, that's not crazy because I don't think they were looking hot. But
right, I'm assuming they're going to play better.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they played better, but that's literally the only thing. Everything else here seems outside the round 5, if you want to argue likeliness, but
yeah,
everything else looks pretty good, I'd say.
That's great to hear. All right, let's take a look at the bracket, man. Let's get to the bracket. Okay, so let me. I'll read it because you don't have the series score. Carmen Corp beating Vitality. I think NRG beats Falcons. Yep, NRG beats Falcons. Furia beats JNG. SSG beats Ultimates down there. So then you have SSG versus Falcons. And then I think Falcons wins that, plays Carmen Corp. Carmen Corp wins that. On the other side, you have Furia Vitality. Vitality's going to win this time around. They're going to play NRG. And then it's going to be NRG Carmen Corp finals. And then Carmen Corp's going to win.
This is perfect. I don't want NRG to win this event. I want them to win Worlds in France. I want them to get like second. That'd be perfect.
Imagine just a French team if it's KC against just anyone else, just any non-French team in Worlds.
You're just
in the
gonna
final.
be a villain. You just be the villain, like absolutely.
It's gonna be calm walking out to London, but just times 10.
Yeah,
it's a pretty good bracket, man. Pretty good bracket, man. I like it. It's good job on the bracket. I like how you took the time to really figure out the Swiss stage just to get the one scenario that you like. Okay, and again, you know you took the time because then you're talking about specific games that have to happen in order to manipulate the Swiss. Man. I
like that you actually put it, put pen to paper. Whereas teammates are just saying 52%, but he won't be able to work out a bracket. Actually, can you do it? That's homework for you teammates. I want to see you tweeted on First Touch socials a bracket that you can make where wildcard get top 8. I want to see it.
Oh man. And if you guys want to make your own brackets, of course, there's a couple of resources out there for you guys. Cody on Twitter Of course, he drops the links all the time. And then Blast also has a way for you guys to make your own brackets on their website as well. So again, we kind of want to see your guys' brackets too. Let me know if you agree or disagree. And if you disagree, what kind of bracket do you have? So that's your guys' homework, First Touch crew. Now, it's time. We got about 10 minutes left in the cable slot, man. Let's get right into it, man. First Touch versus Chalkcast. The rematch is on. Chalkcast made a couple roster changes after taking a devastating, heartbreaking loss at the World Championship last year. Now they're back and they're better than ever with GarrettG. But of course, let's take a look at the highlights to remind us for what happened last time.
Oh, you serious? You're very serious.
Oh my gosh. First of all, we had such a great intro sequence.
Yeah, look at that. Look at the fans.
everybody.
See, they're ready to watch us. They're ready to watch us.
Yeah, they look hyped.
I mean, you look on TV, that's for sure.
Hey man, listen. When we came out, people were saying it felt like a football game. It felt like a real football game, man. Come on now. Listen.
That's a great intro from you guys.
Yeah, great intro. We're not getting enough claps. We're not getting enough claps. Why is this B-roll in here with not enough claps?
Yeah, we didn't have enough claps.
I don't like it. Bro, we could have put some more thought into this, man. I don't like it, bro. It's kind of backfired. All right, now let's go to the gameplay, man. I don't want to see the crowd no more. I don't want to see. Did you actually play with the shades on?
I mean,
Oh, here we go. Here are the highlights. Here are the
Oh,
highlights.
see, yeah, our intro looked good there. That was awesome.
There it is. Look at that. That was.
Yeah, did you see that?
Can we
Remember that?
say, like, are we really calling this a rematch? I mean, I feel like this was a null and void series. You can't turn
Null
this
and
into a best of
void.
three.
It looks
I mean,
halfway through.
CJ, you guys trolled so hard. I mean, even the 0-second goal. Look at that. You guys had that game won. What happened here?
Lock in. I think Rizzo was too focused on the content and what he was going to do on camera than actually just putting the thumbs on the sticks.
Here comes the Rizzo slander again. Here it is. Here it is. Hey, what
That was
happened?
a problem.
Why is it so long? Why is it?
Yeah,
Oh, here we go.
I mean,
Here's
if you
the
want to watch
claps.
the full match, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, look, I think it was pretty well received though. We had some fun out there. We had some rock paper scissors.
When did y'all do this?
I think we lost this.
I remember this.
While
Oh,
World
I
Disney
don't
was
remember
getting his
that
PC fixed.
Oh, that was during the break.
Yeah.
Oh, during the break, it took forever.
Listen, W improv
yeah.
by me.
Oh, yeah, here it is. Look at that beautiful pass. Yep, that's nice. That's nice right there. Listen, I mean, this game just didn't go in Chalkcast's favor. Oh,
look,
yeah.
that's actually a shot. That's a shot. That dusted me. I didn't even see this guy in the corner. I mean, that was nice.
Okay, man. Listen, get a better kickoff. get a better
Also,
kickoff.
do you know how many times Johnny has roasted pros for turning upfield after getting the corner
And he
boost?
turned
Just
upfield,
saying.
yeah.
And he did it. I mean, he said that every watch party, I think. He's like, I just don't get it. Why do they turn upfield? And then he gets there and he doesn't.
Yeah, he
First
just
chance
doesn't
he gets-
think. When it's on land, you just autopilot.
Listen, this is a great
It's tough.
highlight
Rizzo
package,
thought
man.
that was in, just headbutted the post.
And you guys came back.
Kickoff
And then
goal.
you get kickoff goal.
That's a good kickoff. I mean, that was...
All right, man. We can cut the video, man. We don't need to look at this no more. Bring us back, Ben.
Oh, CJ.
There we go. CJ. Sad. That's the rematch. Part 2 coming at you in Raleigh. It's going to be big. Listen, like we have to talk about, man. Chalkcast, they couldn't accept their defeat, so they had to come running right back. This time they went at it. GarrettG, Captain America, RLCS Season 8 World Champion. They replaced Rizzo, RLCS Season 7 World Champion Grand Finalist.
Yeah, we didn't replace Rizzo. We elevated Rizzo to CEO. Okay, we elevated.
Yep. You
This
can use
wasn't a
whatever
replace.
wording you want to
Here we
use, man.
go,
You
here
can
we go.
elevate him. He's not there out there on the field right now. You put somebody else who's better than him. So listen, you can keep wording as much as you want. It's gonna be a good match, man.
Sometimes the stars align. We got the captain in, and apparently he's a bit better at Rocket League, so it's gonna work out for us.
Apparently
I'm
it's
looking
been
forward
better.
to it.
Listen, it's got. Demar, what you think about the match, man? We've heard us three. Yeah. What do you think about the match, man? What are your thoughts on it?
Oh, the rematch? Well, for me, listen, Garrett, I love you. You're the captain. I mean, you're always going to be the captain. Until you say someone else is the captain, you're always going to be the captain. He's my favorite player. He's actually probably one of my favorite people in Rocket League. But when it comes down to this show match,
I hate this guy.
Yeah. Like, I think you're not that good. I think I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of anybody on the field. And I think that, like, of course, CJCJ, he can't guard me, so there's no point of even thinking about CJ in this matchup. I think CJ will be more comfortable because they'll finally have somebody who can hit the ball. That's great. But then it's really gonna hurt when he realizes that, CJ, what are you gonna do when you lose this time? And they're like, now that you've scapegoated Rizzo, at some point you have to take certain accountability.
Listen, I will take full if we lose this, I'll take full accountability. I'll admit it. I've taken 0 since that loss. I couldn't have taken that first loss any better, to be honest. Like, it could not have affected me any less because I just felt that Rizzo was such a burden. He was just absolutely. He just anchored us. He was sandbagging, and it wasn't working out. So, look, we put him up in the CEO position. We said, hop off the sticks. You don't like the game. You don't want to be on it. So let's get the cap in. He's ready to go. He's fresh off, a couple of close top 19 to 26s in the RLCS, and he's ready to start cooking,
Appreciate that. You kind of mentioned like the regionals we made. I appreciate that, brother.
It was 17 to 24s.
Hey, it's a tough life out here.
It's matchups. It's just
CJ, we got to find a third. That's
we do.
We got to figure out.
Do we need a third? Could we realistically
You definitely need a third.
Well, I was saying that depending on the third, though, it actually could. There is some thirds that would make it harder. So
yeah, we're on the flow
depending
state.
on the third.
Yeah,
because threes is a game of communication. You know what I mean? Like you get the wrong third, and then all of a sudden you're tripping over each other. You know what I mean? But we'll definitely have a third. We got to figure it out, though. Johnny unfortunately can't make it. So.
But we have been playing some threes with Johnny. Not that that's going to help us, but I'm feeling like the synergy between us two's been nice. We've been building something, so I think we'll put on a show. Building, buddy. We'll put on a show in Raleigh. I'm looking forward to it. I feel like the first one I was a little bit apprehensive about it, what's going to happen, but after that first match, even though we lost, I'm feeling so comfortable. I'm feeling good about this. So, look, we'll find a third.
Oh, my God. He's feeling good about it. That's what you want to see, man. Well, listen, we got that on the field. We're going to leave it at that. And we got to let y'all decide, the fans, what type of tags y'all want to rock, man. Let's throw them up one more time, man. You got the We Are Chalk versus First Touch crew. First off, let's talk about these tags for a second, man. Because, listen, there's this cute and all as a play on words. We Are Chalk. It really, shows that you wouldn't want this person on your team. Like, imagine you hop into a ranked game and you get a We Are Chalk cat. We Are Chalk tag. My God. My goodness. I don't even want to be there. It's going to be a black profile picture. Their name's going to be dot, and they're going to have the tag of We Are Chalk. It's a good play on words. I respect it. But then you have the First Touch crew on the right, man. And you're part of something. You're part of a team. You're part of a culture. You're a part of an organization. You're a part of a family. That's exactly the tag you're going to want to rock. And that's exactly the tag I want to see. If I see a First Touch crew in a ranked game, I just feel comfortable. I know this player. First off, they know ball, and they just want to win. I see We Are Chalk, man. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to bring to the table. They might just start whiffing the ball on purpose, and then they're gonna type out "We Are Chalked," and then I'm gonna get absolutely mad. And that was the rated G version of me saying that.
I feel like saying if you have First Touch crew on, ball it just goes completely against the ethos of this podcast right here. It is completely the opposite of knowing ball. It is just throwing out.
There's no way
just throwing as much dirt at the wall and just seeing what sticks. And at one point he randomly predicted G2 to win the LA Major, and since then that's all he's written off. His analyst career. I told everyone G2 was going to win LA. It was about 6 years ago, T-Base. But if you rock the We Are Chalk tag, listen, he's saying that it's a bad thing. I think that if you see We Are Chalked in game and it's your teammate, I think that's, who cares? Like, they're playing carefree rock. We're chalk. Like, it is what it is. I think you're already on the bottom. And I think it's just like, let's just game. There's no pressure. We're chalked. It's perfect. I think it's universal. It's not just for Chalkcast, but it's for your teammate as well, to let them know that whatever happens, we're just vibing. I'm just here to game. So put it on. It's iconic. There you go. Someone said, yeah, too iconic. Rock it. We are chalked.
No, that's nice. Both of them nice. All serious. Both are nice. Both rep them.
Yeah.
It'd be cool. It'd be cool.
The other.
Listen, you can keep switching. You can keep switching. You can switch in
both
between, man.
Available.
Listen, if you're playing a really good ranked session though and wins, I would advise you rock first touch one. We need to figure out what happens for the winner for that, but yeah, it'd be nice to have. It'd be nice to have. And Yeah, it's real cool, man. Real cool to be in that. We are over the cable slot though. We got to predict who's gonna win the major. Well, I guess we don't have to predict it. Garrett can predict it though, because Garrett's not on the desk for the RLCS. So Garrett,
Who's
who you
gonna
got
win the
man?
major? Boring answer, K Corp, but Energy gets second and goes and wins Worlds. That's
Okay,
my
there you
ideal
go.
scenario.
You heard it from the
There
captain.
we go.
Heard it from the captain. CJCJ and DeMar will be on the desk at some point during the RLCS broadcast in Raleigh, North Carolina. DeMar, you know what to do.
That's right. So, of course, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in to First Touch today. A big shout out to Chalkcast representatives CJCJ and GarrettG for joining us. You guys are class acts, and I love you
4
guys.
a.m. for CJ, and he's up.
Yeah, we'll rock out for the boys. We're
of
like hanging
course.
out, talking some rock.
Thank you to everybody behind the scenes making the show happen. Thank you to Epic and Psyonix for throwing us all in the game for the 10th anniversary, as well as helping out with the show match at the Raleigh Major. So, of course, we're going to see you there. Try to have better predictions last time because those were horrible. That being said, we want to see your guys' talk here on the socials, First Touch Crew or the Chalkcast. Let us know what you guys are thinking and let us know what tags you're repping. Of course, we would love to get your guys' thoughts and opinions on everything moving forward. I hope you guys are excited for the Raleigh Major, and we're going to all see you there. Raleigh next up, but for First Touch, 1, 2, toodaloo. See you guys.